Nagakato's death in Shogun Episode 7 was as gruesome as it was surprising, confirming the show's unpredictability and raising the stakes for the final 3 episodes of Lord Toranaga's story. While Shogun's latest episode was mainly focused on Toranaga and offered a glimpse at his first battle, it also spent a lot of time with Yoshii Nagakato, Lord Toranaga's son. Disappointing that his uncle betrayed his father, Nagakato tried to fix things himself to prevent Toranaga from turning himself in. It is safe to say Nagakato did not inform his father about his plan. With the help of Lady Kiko, who was working as Seki's courtesan that night, Nagakato and other samurai ambushed Toranaga's brother and almost got him. However, not only did Nagakato fail in killing Seki, but he also died in the process due to a tragic accident. Lord Toranaga's decision to surrender was surprising, but it was not the biggest moment of the episode. The manner of Nagakato's death in Shogun Episode 7 was shocking. Nagakato slipped and fell to his death. Nagakato hits his head on a rock in Shogun. The way Nagakato's death in Shogun Episode 7 played out was not only shocking but also very brutal, adding to the sense of realism that the show established as early as in Episode 1. While Shogun's story involves warriors and battles, the show does not glamorize violence and instead shows the true nature of it. Nagakato's death may be the best example of it, given it was an accident that occurred when Toranaga's son was trying to prove his value by going after those who betrayed his father. The boy slipped on a puddle while attacking Seki and hit his head on a rock. Even though it all happened very fast, the scene was long enough to feature some gruesome images, including Nagakato's dying breath. Seki appeared to be more disappointed at his nephew's failure than sad by his death, stating that what he did was not worth it. This was not Shogun's first visceral death, though, as the show has been quite violent since the beginning. In Shogun Episode 4, for example, the death of Nebura Jozen and his men resulted in arguably the most violent scene in the FX historical epic so far. How Seki foreshadowed Nagakato's death. Seki warned Nagakato about his recklessness. Lord Seki walking past his army in Shogun Episode 7. Yoshii Nagakato's death was surprising, but the show did foreshadow it. Nagakato's reckless decision to attack Nebura Jozen when Toranaga was in Edo revealed that he was too naive and could cause trouble, which happened again in Episode 7. While all of Nagakato's actions were to help his father, he never thought his plans through and made things more complicated than they already were. Sadly, by trying to prove his value, Nagakato put himself in a delicate position and ended up losing his own life. The conversation between him and his uncle at the hot spring also hinted at Nagakato's death. The fact that Seki and Nagakato were laughing together during dinner makes the latter's death while trying to kill the former even sadder. Seki seemed friendly at first, telling stories about Toranaga's younghood and joking about how much time had passed since he had last seen Nagakato. However, despite his friendly behavior, Seki was working with Ishido the whole time and only went to Ajiro to deliver his brother an ultimatum as the new member of the Council of Regents. Seki also brought Nagakato's sentence for Jozen's murder, which required the boy's seppuku. Why Nagakato's death was inevitable in Shogun. Nagakato was going to die one way or another. It was only a matter of time before Lord Toranaga's son died in Shogun. Even if Nagakato's attack against Seki had been successful, he would have been forced into death as soon as he left the village because of what happened to Nebura Jozen. Toranaga would never be able to launch the Crimson Sky plan without the help of his brother, meaning that they would be helpless even if Seki was killed. Additionally, considering how reckless Nagakato could be, he was bound to make a fatal mistake eventually.